What's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist and today doing a Crystal Beast deck profile. So I'm really excited to do this one for you guys because this deck is an extremely interesting deck that can make some absolutely incredible fields because of all the awesome engines I've included in this deck. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell in there so you can become part of our notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight on into this. So first off, we're playing 3 copies of Sapphire Pegasus. Sapphire Pegasus is definitely a 3-of build because when this card is summoned out to your side of the field, you can actually place one of your Crystal Beast monsters in the back row, which is so cool to be able to place your copy of Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon in the back row so you can go full combo. All of your Crystal Beast monsters also share a common fact that if they're destroyed on your side of the field, you can place them in the back row instead of sending them in the graveyard, treating them as continuous spell cards. We then play one of each of the other Crystal Beast monsters between your copy of Amber Mammoth, a single copy of Topaz Tiger, one copy of Cobalt Eagle, a single copy of Amethyst Cat, one copy of Emerald Tortoise, and one copy of Ruby Carbuncle. You only want to play these cards at 1 each because you need to play them in the deck so you can summon out your copy of Rainbow Dragon. But the most important among all of these cards is your copy of Ruby Carbuncle because this card has an insane effect. Then when this card is special summon, you can actually special summon as many other Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your spell and trap card zone, which is an insane effect. This card is so important for the deck and an absolutely broken card, but the other 5 are basically just names in the deck to be able to summon out your copy of Rainbow Dragon. We then play 2 copies of Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. This card is an amazing 2-of in the build and has an insane effect that you can actually banish this card as a continuous spell card to be able to special summon a level 4 or lower Crystal Beast monster from your deck, but negate its effects. And if you do, you get to add an ultimate crystal monster from your deck to your hand, meaning we can instantly grab our copy of Rainbow Dragon from our deck to our hand off this card's effect, while also summoning an additional Crystal Beast to our side of the field, which is so cool. This card is definitely a 2-of in the build because it's such a powerful card to be able to place in the back row with Sapphire Pegasus's effect. We then play 2 copies of Rainbow Dragon. Rainbow Dragon is extremely important in the deck as a 2-of because this card is one of our main boss monsters that we can summon out once we get all of our Crystal Beasts into rotation. But this card is amazing to help us summon out some awesome boss monsters in the extract like Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. We then play 3 copies of Crystal Master. Crystal Master is insane as a 3-of and probably the second best normal summon in the deck next to your copy of Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. This card is the ability you can tribute this card to add an ultimate crystal monster, a Crystal Beast monster, or a crystal spell or trap from your deck to your hand, basically turning into anything that you need, which is so cool. And this card is such a powerful 3-of in the deck. We then play a single copy of Spriggan's Rocky. Spriggan's Rocky is great as a 1-of in the build alongside our copy of Pador. Pador and Rocky are basically used in the deck for the Spriggan's package, so we can use them with Tally Ho to get 3 monsters back to our side of the field, so we can go for some awesome XZ plays. We then play a single copy of Nemesis Flag. Nemesis Flag is great in the deck. This card actually searches out our copy of Corridor, so we can step into our copy of Thunder Dragon Colossus, or grabs our copy of Protos. Protos is insane in this deck. This card is a really cool effect, and it cannot be normal summoned or set. It must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing 3 monsters with different attributes from the graveyard and or face from the field. It cannot be destroyed by card effects, and you can declare 1 monster attribute on the field, destroy all monsters on the field with that attribute, and also until the end of the next turn, neither player can special summon monsters with that attribute, which is a broken ability to be able to use to basically just floodgate the field. So that's it for the monsters, guys. Let's get in to the spells. So for the spells, we're going to start with a single copy of Tally Ho. Tally Ho is great as a 1-of in the build to be able to use because this card works really well and is searchable off the effect of our gigantic champion Sargus. This card is the ability when it's activated, you can actually detach up to 3 materials from monsters you control to add a Spriggan's monster from your deck to your hand. Then if you detach any number of cards to be able to activate this card, you get to special summon that many Spriggan's monsters from your hand or your graveyard, instantly bringing out your copy of Rocky, Pador, and your copy of Merrymaker to your side of the field, which is so insane to be able to do, so you can go in for more rank 4 plays. We then play a single copy of Ancient City Rainbow Ruin. Rainbow Ruin is definitely a one-up in build because this card is such a powerful field spell to be able to search our copy of Rainbow Bridge of Salvation, and it's a really cool card depending on the amount of Crystal Beasts you have in your back row because it has 5 awesome effects. We'll play a single copy of Necro Valley. Necro Valley is awesome in the deck as a one-up because this card just locks down the graveyard, and it's really cool in this deck to search off your copy of Rainbow Bridge of Salvation, but I really feel like playing 2 different field spells in the deck is really good, which is why I'm playing Necro Valley and Rainbow Ruin. We then play 3 copies of Foolish Burial Goods. Goods is good. This card is awesome in the deck as a 3-0 to be able to send your copy of Rainbow Bridge of Salvation from your deck to the graveyard, so you can basically grab a Crystal Beast and a copy of a field spell directly from your deck to your hand. We then play 3 copies of Crystal Bond. Crystal Bond is really good as a 3-of in the build because this card is basically Rhoda for the deck, but better. It has the ability to let you add a Crystal Beast monster from your deck to your hand, and then place a Crystal Beast monster with a different name from your deck face up in your spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell, getting more Crystal Beasts into rotation while also searching out cards like Sapphire Pegasus so you can normal summon it out to your side of the field. We then play 3 copies of Rainbow Bridge. Rainbow Bridge is really good as a 3-of in the build because this card actually lets us add any crystal spell or trap from your deck to your hand, which is such a powerful effect to grab the exact card that you need. We then play 3 copies of Awakening of the Crystal Ultimates. This card is absolutely insane. This card lets you reveal a copy of Rainbow Dragon in your hand, and then you get to activate one of these effects, or if you control an ultimate crystal monster, when you activate this card, you can activate both effects to take a copy of a Rainbow Bridge card or a Rainbow Refraction from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard, or special summon one Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, graveyard, or the spell and trap card zone, which is great to help you get your Crystal Beast out on your side of the field. We then play 3 copies of Rainbow Bridge of the Heart. Rainbow Bridge of the Heart reads like a custom card. This card is absolutely insane and has the ability during the main phase, it gives you an additional normal summon for your Crystal Beast monsters, and also during the main phase, you can destroy a Crystal Beast card you control or a card in your hand, and if you do, you get to add a Crystal Spell or Trap from your deck to your hand, and if a Crystal Beast card is placed in your Spell and Trap card zone, even during the damage step, you can target one card your opponent controls and bounce both the cards, this card and that card, back to the hand, which is an insane effect. We then play 3 copies of Golden Rule. Golden Rule is really good as a 3-of in the deck because this card is always treated as a crystal card, and it actually lets you activate this card and you don't even have to control a monster to equip it to because it actually works like an E-Telly. This card lets you place 2 Crystal Beast monsters from your deck face up in your spell and trap card zone as continuous spells. Then you get to special summon a Crystal Beast monster from your hand or graveyard with a different name than the cards that you place in the back row with this card's effect. And if you do, you get to equip this card to that monster, which is an insane effect to be able to use because it gets you 2 Crystal Beasts in the back row, doesn't waste your normal summon, and special summons a Crystal Beast to your side of the field. This card is absolutely broken as a 3-of and so cool in this deck. We then play 3 copies of Book of Eclipse just to basically break your opponent's board and flip your opponent's cards face down so we can make our insane board. And it also helps us dodge targeting hand traps like Veiler or Imperm, which is really good. We then play 3 copies of Droplet. Droplet's really good in this deck as a 3-of to basically just turn your opponent's field off so we can go in for game. So that's it for the spells, guys. Let's get in to the traps. So for the traps, we're going to start with a single copy of Crystal Miracle. Miracle is really good as a counter trap in the deck because when a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated, you destroy a Crystal Beast card you control, and if you do, negate that activation. And if you do that, destroy that card, which is a great ability to be able to use to basically just negate something on the field. And it's just a really good effect to be able to use basically as the Infernity Barrier for the deck. We now play a single copy of Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. You always want to send this card to the graveyard off the effect of your Foolish Burial Goods, as this card is able to manage card from the graveyard, then add a Crystal Beast monster or a field spell from your deck to your hand, basically grabbing a Crystal Beast monster and a field spell like Necro Valley plus a Sapphire Pegasus directly from your deck to your hand, which is so broken. This card is definitely a 1-of in the build, but you only want to play a single copy because once you send it to the graveyard once, that's pretty much it. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we're going to start off with a single copy of Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. I still think that sounds like a JoJo's stand name, but it's insane to be able to summon because this card gets absolutely massive on your side of the field. You don't have to use polymerization to make it, and it does require an Ultimate Crystal monster plus 7 Crystal Beast monsters to make this card, but it's really easy to actually summon. It must be special summoned from your egg check during a duel that you special summon an Ultimate Crystal monster by banishing the above cards from your field and or graveyard. And when 7 or more of your Crystal Beast monsters with different names are banished, this card gains 7,000 attack points, making this card absolutely massive on your side of the field, so you can go in for game. And my single copy of Rainbow Overdragon. Rainbow Overdragon is really good to summon in this deck. You basically just tribute your copy of Rainbow Dragon to summon out this card, which is really cool to instantly get this card out on your side of the field. And my single copy of Thunder Dragon Colossus. Colossus is really good in the deck as a 1-of because it's easy to summon out to your side of the field using Corridor, and it's just such a powerful card in this deck to basically be a walking mistake. We made a single copy of Baguska just to slow down the game, just in case we need to. 1 copy of Flame Banshee, because we can use this card to search out our copy of Nemesis Flag directly from our deck to our hand. We made a single copy of Merrymaker. Merrymaker is very important in the deck, because you basically summon out this card, and then send a Spriggans monster from your deck to the graveyard, then overlay on top of this card your copy of Gigantic Champion Sargus, because you can use your Merrymaker as a material to make this card, and this card searches out your copy of your Tally-Ho Spriggans, which is great to be able to do. So you basically just step into all of your awesome plays by making a copy of Banshee after that, and then searching out Nemesis Flag, and then making a copy of F-Zero using these 2 cards. Speaking of F-Zero, we also play a single copy of F-Zero and a single copy of Atopic Draco Future because it's super easy to make using your copy of a Banshee and a copy of Merrymaker in this deck, and it's really good because it's basically a walking negate. We then make a single copy of Zeus. Zeus is an awesome board wipe in the deck and just really cool to be able to summon out to your side of the field. 1 copy of Skulldred. Skulldred is insane because his deck swarms like crazy, and being able to draw 4 and then put 3 back is really good. Plus with Sapphire Pegasus not being once per turn, you can special summon it to your side of the field to be able to get this effect off, which is great, or bring out another Crystal Beast to your side of the field. Make a single copy of Zelantis because it's insane in the deck to be able to reset your effects. 1 copy of SP is a double interruption. 1 copy of IP to be able to use their copy of SP, which is insane to be able to do. And then finally, a single copy of Cross Sheep, because you can use this with your copy of your Rainbow Dragon Fusions or your copy of your Thunder Dragon Colossus. Side note for you guys, both these actually count as Ultimate Crystal monsters alongside your copy of Rainbow Dragon, which is a very important note for the deck. So that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This deck is super fun to be able to play. If you guys have never played a Crystal Beast deck before, you should definitely give this 50 card build a try because it's so fun to be able to play, and it's insane how easy it is to make some insane boards. This deck can go first, it can go second, it can basically do anything you want it to do, which is so cool. So that's gonna be this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell in there so you can become part of our notification squad, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.